Hi, this video is for Thursday, October 15th. Thursday, October 15th. So let's get to our ladybug to look at our assignment calendar. And today we don't have much for our video. So today for math, I had mentioned on Monday that there was a little fixer here. So I sent it to your parents by email, and it's this way on. It's the way it's fixed. It is fixed in Seesaw assignments. But the printed one, today it's not lesson 2 or topic 2. It's still topic 4. Today we did the reteaching during our live time. So you're actually done with this. For today, what I want you to do is make sure you've gone into your PowerSchool math. So having completed all of your quick checks for topics 4, lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you should have 4 quick checks completed for this week, or by the end of this week. The other piece of homework you have is your purple writing book. You want to work on any prompt of your choice from October. So that's these 2. Espanol, practicing your Espanol lessons 1, 2, 3. Test will be tomorrow. And then the last piece is science. So today's science, everybody has it was in an orange piece of paper. You had all of your science materials in here. One of the science materials you needed was an article. So it's an article that looks similar to this. Yours will be different. Mine is the Arctic fox. So that's the animal I have. So this is what we're doing today. You're going to read through your animal information. There's some nice little headings that will be helpful for you. Just be aware that some of our papers do go onto the backside, so just take a peek at the backside if there's any extra writing. Some of them have a little more details than others. So you're going to read through your animal information, and then you're going to look at this piece of paper. It's an animal research report, and you're just going to fill it out with what your animal is about. So it's going to be about your animal. So for example, I'll kind of do a few pieces here with mine. So by is your name, by Mrs. Ochoa. You'll write your name. My animal name is Arctic fox. And you're going to bubble in. Is your animal an amphibian, a bird, a fish, insect, mammal, or reptile? Most of them will be mammals, but it will tell you if it's different on your article. And then some of your pieces here might not be answered. So maybe with a grown-up's help, you can go on Google, go on the internet and do a safe search for more information about your animal. I'll kind of go through mine here. So I'm going to start here with the physical characteristics. That means like what it looks like. So these pieces I don't want you to copy because this one is about the Arctic fox and no one else has this animal, only I do. So the Arctic fox is about 18 to 26 inches long. So when it says long, that tells me that is the height. So I'm going to write my height is 18 to 26 inches long. That's my animal. So you're going to read yours, and it might not be in your first sentence. It could be maybe further ahead or somewhere, and it's going to tell you how big the height is, how long it is, how tall it is. That's the information you want here. It'll either say like inches, maybe feet, not including their tail, which is about 13 inches long. So 18 to 26 inches is just my fox body and head, not the tail. So maybe I'll add a little piece here. Tail is 13 inches. And then it says they weigh between 6, so that's the weight, how many pounds it is, between 6 and 10 pounds, or pounds. You can also abbreviate it as LES. So either way, their fur, so it says here, I'm going to skip this for now, because it says it has fur, feathers, or skin. My animal has fur. But maybe if you have some kind of bird, you'll have feathers. Or maybe if you have like a snake, it'll only have skin or scales. So I'm going to write mine fur. Their fur is white in the winter and brownish gray in summer. So I'm going to write color. Mine is white and brownish gray. So it has two colors. And then it says, the Arctic fox has the warmest fur of any mammal, even warmer than a polar bear. Ooh, so that would be an interesting fact, what I just read. In the bottom here, there's a box where you can write 3 interesting facts about your animal. So I'm going to say, has the warmest fur of any mammal. And then I'm going to keep reading here. Arctic fox usually feed on small mammals, including lemmings and tundra voles. So this is what it eats, what it likes to eat. It likes to eat small mammals like lemmings and tundra voles. I'm not sure what those animals are. I'll have to look it up. But they like to eat these tundra voles. They also eat squirrels, small birds, eggs, berries, and fish. So it'll probably give you a pretty long list for your animal maybe as well. Maybe just write 2 or 3, whatever you can fit on the line of what it eats. Arctic foxes living in dens near the ocean often hunt nesting seabirds. So they kind of wrote down here a little bit about where it lives. It lives in dens, but there's going to be a little more information. So that was here in my diet piece, but I'm going to get more about where it lives here, where it says habitat, but I'll come back to that. I just wanted to add a den here since it was in that sentence. They have a great sense of smell and excellent hearing. Their small pointy ears can hear prey moving in underground tunnels. Ooh, I think that's another interesting fact. Okay, their pointy ears help hear prey underground. When an Arctic fox animals scurrying under the snow, I think they forgot the word hears. When an Arctic fox hears animals scurrying under the snow, it leaps into the air and pounces, breaking right through the layer of snow onto its prey. The life cycle. Arctic foxes usually mate for life. Females give birth to a litter of 6 to 12 pups that are born in the den. So there goes that den information again. Both mother and father help raise the pups. And then another interesting fact, and most of your interesting facts, maybe you also get some from here where you see something that says, did you know Arctic foxes will follow polar bears to eat their leftovers? So maybe I'll say they follow polar bears to eat their leftovers. So something about the interesting facts. Interesting facts should be something that is not like the Arctic fox has fur. I mean, it's nice, they have fur, it keeps them warm. But what made, this one, it has the warmest fur of any mammal. It's like, whoa, I didn't know that. So you want something that, would make a little box that says, did you know? Like something that you think most people don't know about your animal, something interesting that makes someone say, whoa. So that's what you want here. And you might not have 3, you might have just 1 or 2, and that's okay, as long as it's interesting, like it actually fits that category. Let's see. Here, we already read that piece. That we read the did you know. So here's the last piece. The Arctic fox lives on the tundra. So we'll talk about habitats later on. So dens, I'm gonna like a little comma here. Tundra in Alaska, Canada, Greenland, Iceland, and Russia in the tundra. So really cold places. And oh, you know what? I didn't read this piece here at the top. The Arctic fox lives further north than any other fox. They are well adapted for the cold, harsh weather of the Arctic. so they live in the Arctic. So there are a few questions that I didn't get answered about my animal. So in my research, my article here about the Arctic fox, it didn't say anything about who its predators were. So that means who eats me. Well, not me, but me, the fox. Who eats the fox? I don't know. It didn't say in the article. And lifespan means how long do they live? And it didn't tell me how long they live. How long do they usually stay alive? So write how long live, just so you remember. And you don't have to write that down. It's just little notes to maybe help out with yours. My animal's habitat is, so I already wrote about dens and tundra, so maybe I'll write Arctic, Alaska, Canada. So I'll write those places they mentioned. Greenland, Iceland, and Russia. In dens, in the tundra, really is what it all is. The last one is drawing a little picture of your animal. So these pieces here, maybe I can later on research on the computer or in a book if I have one about the Arctic fox. Again, who eats me, how long they live. The other pieces I was able to answer okay, and I feel like most of you will be able to answer most of your research report. So that's today's homework. It just says read your animal article and fill out your animal research sheet, which is this one we just did. So I did mine. Again, don't do my information on yours. You're going to do it using your own article. So that is our homework for today. You have a great Thursday, and I'll see you on Friday.